Hey y'all, it's me. So this time we doing some story time with Tyrone, like I promised you. This time it's on Schwarzenegger's breath game. You know what I'm saying? Arnold Schwarzenegger. So one time I was in LA. This is back in the day. You know what I'm saying? For that was with Tupac. This before he got shut up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we was coming from the ghetto Burger King in LA, and we saw Schwarzenegger. Like I seen this dude on TV before, and I was like, his teeth game wasn't on point because he got a gap bigger than mine on my teeth. Like his gap was so big, he made Michael Strahan's gap look small. And that's not the point. If you don't know who Michael Strahan is, look up a picture of him. You'll see how big his gap is. The point is, Schwarzenegger's gap was so big at the time. I was like, dang. And I was like, you need to get some like I don't know, bracers or something. You need to pull that gap together. You need a construction crew to pull that gap together. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, me and Tupac was riding up on him. He was like, "Hey." So I think at the time, maybe his teeth game wasn't on point. Maybe his breath game was a bit on point. Maybe his breath smelled good. But still, I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Schwarzenegger." He's like, "How you doing?" Now I was like, "Dang, your breath smell nasty." And he's like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, I was like, "Your breath smell nasty. You need some hearing aids too?" And he's like, He pulled. He looked like he was gonna squat up. This is before that word squat up came up, and I was like, "You want to squat up?" I was like, "Squat up." And so I pulled out my two diamond crusted pistols. I was like, "Squat up." And so he looked at me. He pulled out probably one of the biggest guns I ever seen. He like, no. And then he shot me in the side, and I was like, ugh. And I died. I was like, ugh. And if it wasn't for Tupac being there, I probably would have died. See, Schwarzenegger's breath game about killed me. Like, literally killed me. I mean, I cracked some jokes on his breath. I was like, dang, boy, your breath smell like a sewer. Dang, your breath smell like cow manure. Dang, your breath. You just need to use some like Listerine or something with your breath. Like I was cracking so many jokes. It wasn't even. I was roasting him. I was roasting his breath and everything. I was getting roasting the gap in his teeth too. Before he had some like surgery to close the gap. Now you can like I got a small gap on his teeth, but still. So I ran out. It was 4 years later. I run up on Schwarzenegger again, and he's like, "Now." He's like, "Hey, is my breath game good now? Now?" And I was like, I was angry because he shot me. I still had the scar from when he shot me, and it skinned my side, and I would have bleeded. I bled out if it would have been for Tupac. God rest his soul. He saved me before he died. Oh, the whole ghetto Burger King. I'll explain that later. It'll explain how Tupac died. But that's besides the point. Back to the good story. The point is, Tupac and I, we go back real deep, man. That's besides the point. Anyways, the whole breath thing. I bought a really expensive pair, like not pair of shoes. I did buy an expensive pair of shoes that one day, but I bought the most expensive gum I ever tasted, like I've ever bought in my life. It was like $40, but my God, it was like the most fresh gum I ever tasted. Like it was so fresh, I'm breathing in after chewing it. I got bronchitis because it was like so cold. Like it gave me bronchitis. Like you don't get it, whatever, fine. The point is, it gave me bronchitis. It froze my lungs and everything else. It froze them. So I was like, but I kept going because I wanted to prove Schwarzenegger's breath game wrong. So he's like, your breath game. He's like, no. He's like, yeah, he's like, is my breath game? I'm point no. I let him smell my breath. I'm like, oh, I know yours ain't, but mine is. And so he's like, give me a gun. And I was like, you want to get it from me first. So I shot him in the foot. Shot him in both feet. And I was like, dang. And so then he looked at me. He was like, nah. And I was like, Guess whose breath came on point now? And I walked away. So now, if you ever like watch one of those Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, like it's way after. It's after like the second Terminator. No, I'm joking. No, it's after like the first Terminator. Like he's limping. Like you'll see him limp, and you'd be like, but he'll run like he'll walk it off. Like he'll walk off the limp or whatever. It's besides the point. He'll walk off the limp, and I'll be like, he remembers. He's gonna remember me and my bro game for a long time. But that's the end of story time with Tyrone. If you want some more story time, just drop some likes, drop some views. You know what I'm saying. It was good. You know. Ciao.